Let us see about matrix factorization in GloVe in detail with an example. So the idea behind matrix factorization is to decompose the co-occurrence matrix X into two smaller matrices. Say W, that is the word vector for the rows, and C, word vector for the columns. So here target words are represented in rows and context words are represented in columns. So these matrices will encode the semantic relationship between the words, and the factorization is performed by minimizing a loss function that captured this difference between the original co-occurrence matrix and the product of the two low dimensional matrices. Here you can see the formula. The model, it will try to approximate the co-occurrence matrix using this notation. So here Wi is the vector representation or embedding vector of the target word, and Cj is the embedding vector of the context word, and this Wi part T Cj, it is a dot product of the two vectors. Let us see this matrix factorization with an example. Here you can see the initial setup where we have the co-occurrence matrix X with the words in the vocabulary. So we have the words the, cat, sat, and in this matrix, if you write X the cat equal to 1, it indicates that the words the and cat appear together one time. Similarly, this X cat comma sat equal to 1. It represents that the words cat and sat occur together one time. Then factorize into two matrices. So here we need to take two matrices W and C. So W matrix is used to store the target word embeddings and C is used to store the context word embeddings. So initially we need to assign some random vectors for W and C like this. So this is a W matrix and this is a C matrix. Right, this is for target words and this is for context words. Now we need to calculate the predictions, that is the dot product. So dot product can be represented like this. So first we need to find out the co-occurrence of words the and cat. So let us take the dot product for the words the and cat in two matrices W and C. So here the in first matrix and cat in second matrix. So you need to multiply 0.1 into 0.9. Then plus 0.2 into 0.10. So we are finding the dot product for the and cat. So now we got this value as 0.11. Similarly, you need to do the same thing for the words cat and sat. So you need to check the co-occurrence. So for that, we need to pick the word cat from first matrix, sat from second matrix, and multiply the value 0.3 into 0.11 plus 0.4 into 0.12. From this, we got the value as 0.081. And step 4 is apply the logarithmic transformation. So take the log value of x the comma cat. So initially we calculated this value x the cat equal to 1. So substitute 1 in place of this and log 1 value is 0. And x, we need to find out log value of x cat and sat. So x cat sat is also 1. So they occurred together once. So log of 1 equal to 0. So both these values are 0. And then calculate the objective function. So objective function is nothing but the sum of the squared errors between the predicted and actual log transformed co-occurrences. Let us calculate error for some pair of words. So if you take a word pair the and cat and second word pair is cat sat. So let us calculate the error for these two word pairs. So actual value will be the log value, and as we calculated before, log value for the and cat is 0 and the predicted value becomes the dot product. So what is the dot product for the words the and cat? It is 0.11. So substitute them in this formula. Error can be calculated as dot product minus log value. So here substitute the dot product value as 0.11, which is a predicted value, and log value is the actual value, that is 0. So take the square, so you will get 0.012. And if you take the word pair cat and sat, here the actual value is the log value, which is 0, and the predicted value is the dot product of cat and sat. So from this we got 0.81. So here we got the value. So this is 0.081. Now substitute them in this formula. So we got the error. Now we need to calculate the objective function. So objective function formula is j equal to sigma I comma j equal to 1 into f of xij into this value, this whole value. You need to place it here. So this gives you the total objective function j. So here this f of xij value is equal to 1 for both the pairs, the cat and cat sat. So you can see that x of the cat equal to 1, cat sat is also equal to 1. So f of xij value is 1. So we are adding all the values together. So no need to consider this f of xij separately. So this value together. So we did only for the two terms, two pairs, and we need to repeat the same thing for all the pairs present in the vocabulary. And if you add all the error values together, we'll get the total objective function.